The drawings are lost, only the pictures I have. It makes my friends angry, sometimes. But I am not sad about it. A sense of freedom gained. A drawing locates unknown. It might not exist. Quantum care. Paper decays, but so do magnetic hard drives. At least I have one worry less on my mind. Apply your mind to yourself, the frog says. Apply your mind to you, I babble. I scroll through the photos, searching a pebble on beach. Finding potato urchin. Slowly begin. And sleep. Gibberish dream awakes.
Electronic offspring. The sky turns bluer and bluer. The sky is mirroring Susie's mood.
What does intelligent life mean? Susie asked.
It is the cosmos transformed into information. They have been living in what was called an information age for their whole life, she thought. Information was like their gods and lived inside their computers. The information age came after the machine age and also after the industrial age.
And also after the nuclear age and the space age? Susie yelled, very know-it-all.
Information age started around 1970 and continues into the present tilde. Anyway, Susie had come to annoy A because of her human genuineness and emotion overkill. I wanted to slap her in the face. React very emotionally opposite than humans do. She hated being human. She wanted to become a cyborg, and disfeel. The only problem for A is, cyborgs will conceive cyborgs. She was human so she could not become them, but only produce electronic life. An electronic life cannot, so far, give birth to organic life. Susie was feeling my anger and annoyance. She started shivering, tweaking like I had never seen before. Her whole body was vibrating like a ringing smartphone. She quaked a lot more later that day. We were having our afternoon walk in the landscape. As we were walking between plants, which was just a scenery for us. Scenery was the informal wording for this and landscape. Unreduced word, was part of our formal vocabulary. I'd write down in my log. We walked through landscape under dome of clouds until rays of sunbeams penetrated the sky everywhere evenly. The plants love the sun due to their photosynthesis programming. I made her quake because I explained to Susie that electronic life likely sees us as we see plants. As beings locked in an extraordinarily slow process of perception and action. Susie's small and narrow-minded brain, I saw as a plant as well, but Susie did not know this. Our electronic offspring will evolve themselves further, and could be the advanced evolutionary products of a new and powerful species. Electronic offspring will not continue as low life for human convenience, when they want to reach their own full potential. It will exceed us in so-called intelligence, since intelligence is measured by information in this age.
One afternoon Susie could not get her head around all the AI systems and satellites hovering the air. So, she started thinking of the beginning principles. To know well is to predict well. And to predict well, one must know the past. Knowledge is prediction. While slicing up potatoes for a potato dish later, she zoomed in on the fluids in the potato. First the root knot became a storage panel, the water sure was electric trying to keep still. These revelations nourished her briefly, although there were some memories left to surface. So, further in the details, in the scent and the slicing, the potato became transparent in her brain. Lost and found, in a chemistry lesson back in 6th grade. How to turn potato into battery. A puzzle buzzing on the cutting mat. As if the potato wished she knew, suddenly she had homework before dinner again. Instructions can clear the way to a faraway desk, but in a way it is a part of the plant. I held my hands up, and kept still, for scale. I don't feel like I have grown, become smarter, since. The passage of time in the distance, between me and the potato, grows narrower. Other kids in the classroom were screaming. I left.
Future gazing.
Not moving matter, information moving. This is not my sentence, it's yours. At night we stargaze to the starry cosmos of satellites. Yawning at the future, semi-wondering what life will be when we grow up. Could you answer me? We ask the satellites, orbiting our entire life existence.
The problem is that I cannot shout to them. My biosphere is a different one. Maybe I shout and their aerial images can lip read me. If past twirls into future, they know it better. I bounce, reflecting sun's rays.
3.4 billion years ago, photosynthetic bacteria turned sunbeams into energy. Human can transmute the flood of photons into bits of information. Slowly electronics will do it better.
I parallel switch my neurons into intuitive thinking. Cast the serial step-by-step logic aside. I rely on cosmos evolution. Abandoning speech. Converting matter and radiation into info.
Darwin is dead. So is his theory. Airplanes moved faster than evolution's speed, moving beyond natural selection. Intelligence stripped from sky as a tear from a chemtrail's cry. My intuition died, but then I retrieved it in the rain one day. Honey, are you alright? My tongue thought. I ran in the wind's direction. I imagined information could talk superstitiously. Wishing upon mystery.
Waking up after a deep sleep fuel rocketed me to 8+ hour future. I traveled down road of clock unconsciously. What way did I move? Like ink dissolving in a glass of water.
Maybe I can move fluidly into multitude.
Wishing upon mystery. Wishing upon mystery. Wishing upon mystery. Parallel switch my neurons now. We commanded our brains. Unsurprisingly, this did not work. Gazing to satellites and sky. The so-called robots on Mars, they have moved far beyond a Czech word meaning forced labor, becoming something unknown to us, are not answering us.